Hello and welcome to another episode of the Reject Cycling Team. Today we will be going to the Volta Algarve, which is a Portuguese race. Let's take a look at the profiles. So we start off with a relatively flat stage. It should be one for the sprinters. Then, probably the hardest stage in the whole race comes fast on stage 2, big mountain climb. Stage 3 is an 18-kilometer time trial. Stage 4, flat, but also some hills. And then stage 5 is a hilly one that could still change up the GC. For this race, we have Stefan Rossetto, as he is a pretty good climber and a pretty good time trialist. We have Danny Navarro, of his climbing ability. Anton Vorobiev maybe can do something in that time trial. Miku Rime for those sprints. Then we have Jakob Olsen for the TTs, and he's not a bad climber. Mikael Paluta to be Miku Rime's lead-up man. And then Daniel Tekkelheimenot just for some climbing depth. Let's get into it. So looking at our team today, it's not promising, as the 3 favorites for today were Sagan, Christoph, and Ewan. And our guy Miku Rime is only 72 sprint and he's on a bad day. At least our lead-out guy looks alright, but this might be difficult. Here we are in the last 16 kilometers of this race, and we will start our lead-out train here, probably with Jakob Olsen. Vorobiev has good flat stat. Just get this all figured out. And then Danny Navarro is our GC guy, so we'll just stick him on the back there. Olsen will start us off. The breakaway today was 5 riders, and it is Matias, Livramento, Fuentes on Burgos, Salvador, and Costa. So no heavy hitters here, and they only have 30 seconds and look like they will be caught fairly soon. And Tekkelheimenot is dying right behind Olsen. That's not ideal, but here we are. Olsen leading us into the last 10 kilometers. We can see that banner right there, fighting with Roger Kluge, Polstelberger, and Drucker. So they're working for Viviani, Sagan, and Ewan. And we're supposed to compete with that, I know. We're going to do our best here. Yeah, you can see Mr. Viviani isn't even a top 3 favorite. That's how stacked this field is. We're going to up it with Jakob Olsen a little bit, and then we'll just switch back. So we went to 99 just for his last bit of energy, and then he's not a GC threat, so he can just fall back as far as he can. Let's start using the gels on our riders. Here we are. Tekkelheimenot's not going to last a whole lot longer. Let's probably go 99 from here, and then Tekkelheimenot get off to the side. Vorobiev has a good, powerful flat stat, so hopefully he can push us to the front. It looks like he's doing it. Setting Rossetto up. There's going to go Rossetto. We're going to go because it's a little downhill. And then once we get off the downhill, Mikael Paluta. And then Miku, man. Oh crap, I missed the sprint button. But I think we'll be fine. Can we get 3rd place? Doesn't look like it. But it looks like we'll get 4th. So a 4th place in this race is very good. And that was like perfect timing by us. Caleb Ewan ahead of Sagan, and Garcia Cortina. We beat Christoph, so I'm pretty darn happy with that. We beat Magnus Cort and Ballerini. In a 4th place, it's a good start to this race. Paluta getting a top 10 as well. Here we are in stage 2 of Volta al Algarve, and it is the Queen stage with the big climb Foya to the finish. For this stage, we'll probably go with Danny Navarro, but who knows, Rossetto is on good form, has a +1, because it's an objective of his. So if he's like on a +5 or something, maybe Rossetto's our leader, especially because Navarro's not the best time trialist. But anyways, it'll be a hard one. The favorites for the stage are Alaphilippe, Guillermo Martin. I don't know so much game about Peter Sagan. I think they're a little underestimating how important this mountain's going to be. But Alaphilippe, Guy Martin, Buchmann, Miguel Angel Lopez, Hugh Carthy, Marc Soler, just to name a few. this will be a tough one. So here we are in the Volta Algarve Stage 2, and Danny Navarro has came up clutch, expected race day of 0. On the big day, comes with a +3. We have 75 mountain, 75 hill, and 77 resistance. So this guy, he can do some damage here. He might not be able to beat Miguel Angel Lopez and Julian Alaphilippe, but top 5, top 10, possible. With this field, that's very good. Stefan Rosetto will be a very solid domestique himself, so that's very good. He's on a +1. And then we got Daniel Tekla-Heimanot and Jakob Olsen, just for some more help in the mountains. I mean, we don't have the best team here, but Danny Navarro on a +3. Who knows? I believe in Danny Navarro. Newsflash in the race. Our guys are struggling a bit, the helpers, but that's not important. What's important is that Peter Sagan, and more importantly, Manuel Buchmann, are out, or maybe not totally out, but are dropped, and they will have a hard time coming back. So one of the big contenders today is already in a very unpleasant position, as we have Lotto, or no, not Lotto, also Lotto Sudal, Movistar, De Koenig, EF, and Cofidis, all pushing up front for their respective leaders. We've gone through all of these smaller climbs, then we have a small descent, and then flat section for about 20 kilometers, then the big climb. It looks like our whole team will be here, and Buchmann falls again. Oh my god, the poor guy. I feel so bad. His whole team is trying to bring him back, but it's not happening. He's 5 minutes down now. This is just a tragedy. But Emmanuel Buchmann, his race is over. And same with, Peter Sagan, he can still win stages. But, man, Buchmann will not be coming back. He is 440 down. There is no way. Okay, we're on the last climb and 10 kilometers to go. We have an attack by Marc Soler, and Valgren and Alaphilippe are trying to chase it down. We've lost all of our flat riders, and Tekla-Heimanot and Olsen are looking not too good, so they're probably going to go within the next kilometer or so. We've Figueiredo, Garcia de Mateos, and Julian Alaphilippe, Guillaume Martin, everyone's going. And this is a hot pace, and our guys are going to have to go faster just to keep up with this pretty ridiculous tempo. And Rosetto is going to start to protect Navarro, and we're just going to go 85 with Danny Navarro. Olsen, done. Tekla-Heimanot, done. And one of the weak points of Navarro is that he really cannot sprint. But yeah, we've been dropped by the main group because they're just going so fast. But I think we have the energy to come around most of these guys. Ryan Gibbons, wow, what a ride for him to still even be here. Danny Navarro is kind of chasing down Alaphilippe by himself, just with Stefan Rosetto as well, and it is all back together. 13 riders, and Navarro feeling good. We'll launch a small attack, see if we can hold it for as long as possible. If they cannot organize a chase, but Bob Jungels comes to the front immediately. But Marc Soler, Guy Martin, Miguel Angel Lopez, Valerio Conti has been dropped. We've dropped some huge names. TJ Van Garderen, Carthy, Figueiredo, Alaphilippe, Vellens, and Bob Jungels are the only riders left. What a ride by TJ. And it looks like Danny Navarro has a shot. He's about to run out of gas. Alaphilippe and Tim Vellens have a crazy kick. But Danny Navarro was too far ahead, and the Spaniard wins. Oh, what a win for Navarro. His first win in a long time. And that is great to see. Just ahead of Tim Vellens and Federico Figueiredo, beating riders like Miguel Angel Lopez and Julian Alaphilippe and Guillaume Martin. What a ride from Navarro. I was not expecting a victory. But wow, we attacked at the perfect time. No one could chase us down. And we win a race of the Volta Algarve, and we'll probably go into the leader's jersey as well. Wow, I'm so ecstatic. We haven't gotten a ton of wins this season, so that is just huge for our team. And for it to be the 37-year-old climber from Spain, Danny Navarro, winning in his neighboring country, Portugal. What a story. And we even have a gap over Tim Vellens. We got a minute and a half on Miguel Angel Lopez, 4th in the Tour de France. Yeah, wow. I'm so shocked. What a win. And I mean, we're probably going to lose it. I mean, we will lose it to Tim Vellens in the time trial. Let's be honest here. Probably to TJ as well. And Alaphilippe and Bob Jungels. We might fall quite a bit in the time trial, but even just getting a stage win at this race is a very big accomplishment, and we will do everything we can to defend this jersey. Here we are in stage 3 of Volta Algarve. Danny Navarro won last stage, and I will give some quick updates on our other races. So at the moment we have the Tour de Alpes de Marines Utvar, which is a 3-day French race with 3 hilly stages, and the Volta Ciclista Ruta del Ciclista del Sol. It's a Spanish pro race, and in the Ruta Ciclista del Sol, we haven't done too much so far, but in the first stage of Utvar, Jay McCarthy got 2nd place, just losing to Benoit Connefroy, so that was a pretty good performance by him. Can we do something here with Anton Vorobiev? It's a 0 day, I think, or +1 day, and he's got 75 time trial. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of climbing. It's not pure flat, and that's where Vorobiev strives, on the pure flat, but I think it's flat enough where he can still put in some good times, and he starts well. I mean, he's only losing to Nils Pollitt and Peter Sagan, so we will definitely take that, at least for a start, for Anton Vorobiev. Those are guys who can do well in any time trial. Mikael Paluta is coming up, but I am pretty sure time trialing is not his thing. He's not like the worst, but it's all about Vorobiev right now. Just keep Paluta back. We also have Jakob Olsen and Rosetto, if they're on really good days, could possibly do something. But I'm really liking Vorobiev at the moment. He's 3rd, 26 seconds back. There's no way he's going to beat Sagan and Nils Pollitt, but he could put in a top 20 time at the end of the day and go 99. Okay, Paluta, go there, but Vorobiev, 3rd place, 21 seconds down, just losing to Peter Sagan, and we had a little bit of energy. But now I know at that last bit you can go 99 all the way. Paluta, we can just skip him. He's not going to do anything. I think we all know that. And then we have Mikuman, and then unless Rhymes on like a amazing day, I'll just skip ahead to Olsen, because Rhyme usually is not the best time trialist. I kind of messed that up. It didn't really matter. Yeah, so he's not on an amazing day, so I will skip ahead to Jakob Olsen. So here we are with Jakob Olsen. He's not on an amazing day. It looks like he's on a 0, so he's probably won't do as well as Vorobiev, who, by the way, I mean, he's behind Sagan, Cherney, De Gent, Pollitt, Lampard, and Oliveira. That's a pretty elite time trialing group right there. And we're beating riders like Manuel Beckman, Stibar, Matthias Frank, a bunch of guys. But Olsen will do his best. 76 is way too fast. We also have Tekla Heimanot, but on a -1, Tekla Heimanot should not be that important in this race. For us, from now on, it's really all about Danny Navarro and just trying to do as well in the overall as we can. Olsen, the Swedish champion, is not doing too bad. Rosetto, come on, good day. It's fine. It's not as much as I wanted from Stefan. I was hoping he could really have a good day. I think we'll put him on 76 anyway, because I'm stubborn. Oh, no. Duh, I kind of messed that up. Olsen will still have some energy, and he still gets 14th. So it's a good performance from Jakob Olsen. And Tekla Heimanot coming into the last little bit here. I will make sure to put him on 99 right now. And Navarro, he's coming up soon. What will Rosetto be at? He's not really there. It will have to be Danny Navarro on a +5, winning the stage and keeping the jersey. In my dreams, maybe. Oh God, this will be rough. Only 67 time trial. I don't think is going to be enough to even hold on to like a top 5. So there's a lot of good time trials behind us, as we will see in this time check. TJ Van Garderen. I mean, TJ could just win this race, which would be kind of funny and also awesome at the same time. But yeah, 77th is not gonna get the job done. And this, yeah, it's looking real rough for Danny Navarro. Rossetto ends up turning in a top 40 time, and Vorobiev looks like he will at least get a top 20, probably not a top 10. Let's be honest. Come on, Navarro, climb. He moved up 8 spots. That's something, but we're a minute and a half down already. Still with a good amount of this race to go and being in a deficit on energy. I don't think I'm dumb to say I don't like our chances, but I really just don't. We'll go 99 to the line. But yeah, 69th place, losing 2 minutes. Nelson Oliveira wins ahead of Lamparts, TJ Van Garderen. And what's the damage? Oh God, oh, it's 5th. It's a minute down. It could be worse. But, you know, if you were to say at the end of 3 stages with a mountaintop finish and an 18-kilometer time trial that Danny Navarro would be 5th place ahead of Mark Soler, Hugh Carthy, and Miguel Angel Lopez, and Stefan Rossetto would be 10th, I'd be pretty darn happy with that. So I'll take it. We also have the best climber, just to make us feel better, and the best points. Wow, we're so talented. Also, the second and best young rider, so that's also pretty cool. We're doing pretty well in this race, I would say. And he's only 57 seconds behind Alessandro Cavi. And he had a good stage and moves himself into the top 20 as well. But yeah, I think we're doing very well. We're second on team, second in young rider, winning this, and 5th in the overall with the stage win. It's been a very successful first 3 stages. Here we are at stage 4 of the Volta ao Algarve in Portugal, and it is a sprint stage and Miku Rhyme on a +3. He is 74 sprint, 74 acceleration. Definitely protect him. Paluta, also on a decent day, he will be a good helper for us. And our GC leader, Danny Navarro, is on a terrible day, but luckily for us, it is a sprint stage, so that does not really matter too much. So I'm really excited that Miku Rhyme has a shot, I think. Like, I know there's Sagan, Ewan, Christoph, Viviani, and Ballerini, but if we can get the finish just right, he's enough of a kick to possibly get a podium if it's perfect, but I think he can get a top 5. So let's see what we can do at the finish. Breakaway 5 has gotten off the road, with Marcus Pajer of Arkea being probably the biggest name, Gonçalves, Leca, Casimiro, and Gabeiro on Burgos. But it doesn't look like they'll be too much of a threat at only 4 minutes. There's no real good riders. I mean, the best riders, Casimiro, probably, and then, I mean, Pajer has a little bit of a kick, but he has no secondaries or climbing, so I don't think they will be too much of a difficulty. Here we are in the last 13.5 kilometers, and Daniel Tekla-Hymanot will start it out for Reject Cycling Team. It has the team of Sagan and Viviani. Garcia Cortina with Ewan is up here as well, but we're about to get to the breakaway. Casimiro will be the last man, but it won't be a struggle for us in the slightest. We're going 94, but Tekla-Hymanot's not strong enough to overtake Niels Pollitt, so we're going to have to go all the way to 96. Pollitt just destroying everyone, so let's go to 99, because we just can't get to the front. And we're going to have to go to Jakob Olsen right here. Tekla-Hymanot couldn't quite do it for us, as Fabio Sabatini is now in the driver's seat. So let's see what Olsen can do. Rossetto and his former team Cofidis, he'll pass them. And we're getting to the sharp end. Olsen will deliver us. Do we need him in? Okay, we might use his last little bit of red. And now it is on to Stefan Rossetto. Olsen swinging off. Rossetto will go. We have Vorobiev, Paluta, Rhyme, it's not the best lead-out train you're going to see. We're just not quite strong enough. We kind of have to attack to stay at the front. It's hurting Vorobyev quite a bit. I don't know if Vorobyev can hold this. He might have to sprint. He's not a very fast sprinter, so he's falling behind anyways. He's about to be done fairly soon. Mikhail Paluta trying to get out of his wheel. And then Miku Rhyme. Go. Go, Miku Man. Miku Man getting stuck, but then coming undone. He might be able to get second. Mikhail Rhyme, second place behind Elia Viviani, out sprinting Ewan, Christoph, Court, Venturini, and Laporte. What a result. Great second place for Mikhail Rhyme. We also have Danny Navarro getting a top 10, which is a little silly that he beat Peter Sagan, but love to see it from him. Second place in this big of a race, and especially this good of a sprinter's field, is a very good result for our team. Here we are at Volta Algarve Stage 5, the final stage of the race, and telling you it's looking good. We have our three most important climbers all on good days. Starting with Tekla Hymenot, 71 mountain. Yes, Tekla Hymenot. Rosetto, 72 mountain, 74 hill. Awesome secondaries. And then Danny Navarro with 74 mountain, 74 hill. Very solid secondaries. We got a very good squad. And it's punchy enough. And it's not like a huge mountain, so I don't think Navarro will lose at a ton of time. Let's see his competitors. TJ Van Garderen has 74 mountain, so we're pretty close. Alaphilippe, a little bit better, probably. This is kind of Alaphilippe's type of stage. Sim Vellens, Bob Youngles, Figueiredo. I mean, most of them have lower or equal to 54 mountain that are ahead of us. So, or 74 mountain, I mean. Hopefully we can do something here, especially with two good support riders. Here we are in the last 21 kilometers of this race, and we have lost three of our weaker climbers with Vorobyev, Rhyme, and Mikhail Paluta. We'll go down to the back, but now we have Jakob Olsen to try and help us through this flat section. There's one really steep short climb, then the little climb to the finish. We can have Vorobyev protect us. And group of 105 as Marc Soler, who is 7th overall, was off the back. And then he caught up. But the result of this is that Dario Cataldo, Alba, and there was like 3 Movistar teammates that are out the back. So Movistar is going to have a very weakened lineup as we just hit this little short steep kicker. So Soler will really not have much of a team, so that will play into everyone else's hands. And the breakaway has been caught a while ago, and now the peloton is only 40 riders as a fall by some sprinters, including Caleb Ewan. Shouldn't be a big factor on this stage. We've dropped Magnus Kort, Vieja, Matthias Frank. No huge climbers, as there isn't the most amount of them in this race, which is why I think Navarro has a shot, and we can really start to push it with Tekla Hymenot. Let's use the gel on Rosetto and Navarro. Rosetto honestly looks even better than Navarro does, but Navarro is 5th overall, so we gotta stick with our man. Tekla Hymenot trying to lead us into this climb, battling Ivo Oliveira for lead of the peloton. Niels Pollitt and Laporte ready to take over as well. We will just keep upping it. It's like a 3-kilometer climb starting right now. And here goes Tekla Hymenot, and there's an attack. Miguel Angel Lopez, we have to respond to that. We cannot let Miguel Angel Lopez and Bob Youngles get a big gap on us. So Tekla Hymenot is done. Let's have him pull off. And Stefan Rosetto just trying to stay with these guys. We cannot let him go. That's not an option. But they have a gap. And that is very bad news. Rosetto trying his best. Guy Martin maybe going to try and close that gap. Rosetto now into the last kilometer. We can probably even sprint. And that leaves Danny Navarro. Just go 99 to the line. I don't think we can catch Miguel Angel Lopez today. I don't think it's going to be a win for Navarro. But Alaphilippe shoots out to get second. Lopez first. Alaphilippe second. Youngles third. Guy Martin but I think we can hold on maybe to our spot in the overall. Hopefully we can. TJ Van Garderen is nowhere to be seen. Van Garderen is gone. Wow. So we will pass TJ Van Garderen for sure. Hopefully we can retain a top 5 as we got 6th on the stage. But I guess we will have to find out. Let's see. 7th also on the stage with Stefan Rosetto. He put in a great performance for us. He's going to get a top 10 overall as well. Let's see. So Lopez wins the stage, but we get 4th. We weren't close to the podium. These guys were just much too good for us. But a 4th place for Danny Navarro, ahead of guys like Mark Soler, Miguel Angel Lopez, Van Garderen, Figueiredo, Guy Martin, and Hugh Carthy. Rosetto, very respectable 9th for a 68 mountain. That's a great performance from him. And Navarro will win the points, get 3rd in the best climber. Olsen actually will get 2nd in young rider. Wow, he got 26th overall, but got 2nd there, and as a team we are 2nd. So what a performance by our team at this race. I'm really happy with the 4th overall, and the Volta Algarve is a very successful race for us. Thank you so much for watching this episode. After we have this awesome Portugal race that we did very well at, we have Flanders Classics with Omloop Nieuwsblad, Kuurne Brussels Kuurne, Les Amin, and then Strada Bianca. I think that's going to be the next episode. Those 4 races. I might throw in Royal Bernard Drome Classic and Van Ardèche. I'm not totally sure yet, but we will definitely have Omloop, Kuurne, Les Amin, and Strada Bianca. And that will be next time. We have all of our leaders going there. Jay McCarthy will definitely be our leader for Strada, and then in the opening Flanders Classics, it will be Guillaume van Kiesbuk will have his first time in his favorable terrain. So also I just wanted to review the riders who have gotten a contract that are on my team, and let's go over it. So riders that have gotten a contract are Mikael Paluta. He got a contract on a smaller team, but good for him. He's no longer a reject, but he's on my team, so we can't reverse it, and I'm glad because he's good. But he did get a contract with like Global 6 Cycling, which is a continental team. And as I said before, Stefan Rosetto is now on Saint Michel, and Miku Rime is on the Polish continental team, Serske. And I think that's it for the riders. Oh no, Julian Vermote also signed with Alpecin Fenix for a year. So, and Danny Navarro with Burgos. So a decent amount of our riders have found teams, as they are the best of the ones that were off of them. And yeah, hopefully we can retain all of these guys for next year, or most of them at least. And let's see what we can do. Had a great episode, and bye for now. Thanks for watching.